every time they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters. This ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between our visitors and the Washington Commanders. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. In motion left, Robinson. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This defense for the Browns very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And now they'll throw with Lance. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards that time for number 14. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now. 1st and 10.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. Was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. they're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Lance. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here we go, set. Ultra.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
Field, black. Black ultra.
The Lance going to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Here's Lance to throw it. Open man is Uzama. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. To throw, it's Lance. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Let's go. Let's go. Go set.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. From the 16, Lance. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Christian McCaffrey. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Here we go. And tackle.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll look to throw again. And this one is incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And it's a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the 1st down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well.
And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play there for the Browns. 51 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Hubbard is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal.
Part has been my experience that after two stops like that near the goal line, defense has only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. Touchdown! A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Out for the PAT, here's Johnson. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 36, Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Lance looking to throw it. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
On the double. Hey, check mega. Hey, ready.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Lance. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Buying time to his left. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, and sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his man, Thornton. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
They'll throw now on the final play. And they're going to get this up to midfield. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete yet again to Thornton. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hubbard. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, if they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
2nd and 6. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Browns! From 19 yards away. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Johnson for the extra point try. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Browns 21, Commanders 6.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Yellow, go!
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 42 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Diggs going in motion right. McCaffrey on the counter. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a play fake. Lance. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. Diggs going in motion right. On 1st down, Lance. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Right.
The Browns drive about to get started. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. Room here to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Right back to Hubbard. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Taken down by Pete Warner. In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now it's the backup Mariota. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route. What the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going downfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4.
Okay, ready?
The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Looking to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off of play action, here's Lance. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around a 30. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lance firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And Lance now to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Lance to throw it. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Desperation time here. Lance. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. McCaffrey turned away on 4th and goal. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Following the fumble recovery, Lance. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A good pickup there, a 22. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Again, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this time he is in. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this. Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When they're moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Lance going deep for Diggs. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Let's go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. They find some open field here. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On the double.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Go. Yellow, go. Hey, green. Hey.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 7, Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here we go.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
On the ball.
One final try now for Lance. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against a better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they felt in years past. These kids just go out and perform.
And keep in mind, he led them to a road victory here, even more impressive. So for our visitors, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Washington, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys.